Good morning, everybody. Excuse the horrible lighting. I'm just sitting in my kitchen trying to get ready really quick before I gotta go to work. But I don't really have anything specific I want to talk about. I just want to kind of chat with you guys. It's been a while since I've been on here. I'm just gonna be doing my makeup because I gotta get ready to go. I've just had a lot happen recently, and I don't know. It's just been crazy. It's been a crazy time in my life. I'm hopefully gonna be buying a house soon, like by the end of the summer, hopefully. I'm talking to a lender and a real estate agent right now, just trying to get everything situated with that. I got a new foundation color that I can't find. Okay, I found it. It's this one right here. It is Cream Beige by Wet n Wild, the Photo Focus foundation, which is the one that I always use, except for this one's dewy. Dewy and matte. Matte means dry, more for oily skin like me, and dewy is more like a glowy finish. I went to Texas, so when I came back I was a little darker, so I had to just go like one shade darker than what I usually do. Last night about strong independent women, and when you're single and you are a mom, or you have responsibilities, you have a payment, you have a car payment, you have a house payment, you have whatever you have, whatever it is, or if you have all of them, and that's all on your plate, sometimes we can take on the role of the male role. And I'm not one for like, oh, the man is the only one that's supposed to provide. No, I believe that men and women should be equal, but some things are just manly things, like throwing the trash or whatever, doing the outdoor stuff. I don't know, everybody's different, but that's just my views on it. And so when a woman has to take on all of the roles and she has to just make it work and figure it out, it can become frustrating when she's trying to get into a relationship with a man, especially one who maybe is a little bit more, who does like to do all that kind of stuff and does like to take charge and everything like that. I understand that, but at the same time, we have adjusted to our situations, being strong, independent women and doing what we have to do. And when a man comes in, we have to be careful, because some men, not all men, some men I feel will take over that role, but also sometimes make us feel bad for who we are and what we've been through, and throw it in our face like, oh, you just want to be the man, this and that. No, I don't want to be the man, but I've had to take on the role. So it's going to take a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, before I can actually let my guards all the way down in order to let you in and let you take that role. Because in my mind, it's like, well, I'll just do it because nobody else is going to do it if I don't. So even though he's saying that he wants to do it, it's like, okay, well, go ahead. But it's just uncomfortable. It feels weird. It feels different. It's hard to be cared for, if you want to call it that, in that way, when a man comes in all of a sudden and you're used to doing everything, and then he wants to come in and help. And it's healthy to learn that that's okay with the right person. But I think if it's not the right person, it can be scary, because you can start getting used to some things and then boom, that ends, and then it's like you have to start doing everything on your own again, reteaching yourself, and then you have to deal with all this. Depending on if you have kids or not, you have to deal with all the extras of why it didn't work out. And I'm just speaking from experience, I guess. Accept a strong woman and let her be strong, and be patient and kind about her situation. We didn't all get the way that we are for no reason. We've all been through things, and we all need to have love and compassion for one another. And it's just hard being a strong, independent woman, because I feel like it pushes men away. I feel like when you're strong, independent, a man feels like, what do you need me for? And that's not true. I'm here to say, yes, as a woman who's strong and independent and who's done a lot for herself, I need you. We need you. Women need men for the things that we can't do. We can't love ourselves. I mean, we can love ourselves, but the way that a man loves a woman is different than the way that a woman loves herself, obviously. And that comes with time and patience and learning too, because we all love differently. We all show our love and affections differently. But what I would say is just, we just need patience, and it's frustrating when a man will just get frustrated right off the bat and not have any patience. And yes, I've heard that, well, the right one will come, he'll be patient and he'll know, and but it just feels like, I don't know, does anybody else out there just feel like all men are the same right now? Like, I don't know. I haven't found a man that's really gonna just love me, for the strong person that I am, for me getting ready for the day and looking nice and feeling good about myself. It's like a crime, and that's not fair. I feel like we should be able to do all these things and more, and be independent, and not have somebody say, oh, you just want to be the man. No, I just want to be strong and independent, with or without a person, with or without a man. Regardless if I'm in a situation or not, I want to still be who I am. And I've always been strong, I've always been independent, and I've always told myself I never need a man. When the right one comes, I will let my guard down, slowly. And I will let that person in, slowly. And I will be what he needs for me to be, because I know how to be in a relationship. And when you give and give and give everything of yourself in a relationship, sometimes there's nothing left and you have to rebuild everything. And that will make a person, I should say, when you give everything to a person and it doesn't work out, you get really weak, and then you get really strong. And so strong that you build guards and walls, and it's hard for another person to come in. And it's hard to know when it's the right person, because we build these walls for a reason. It's not like we like to be guarded the way that we are sometimes, but we have no choice. We have children. We have to protect ourselves and our kids from people coming in and out, walking in and out. And what's worse is when a person does it and then you're like, damn, I let all my guards down. So we have to keep them up, because we don't know. Unless a person puts a ring on our finger, they could leave the drop of the hat and never come back again. And we're left to pick up all the pieces. So I'm not bashing men in this video. However, I'm asking for, if any men are listening to this video, patience, kindness, understanding, and support. Because a strong woman needs a man who's going to support her, who's going to say, baby, are you doing your videos? Baby, are you taking care of yourself? What can I do for you? Can I help you? We're so used to doing it on our own. We don't know how to ask for help. We don't know how to ask for help, and even if we did know how to ask for help, sometimes we don't even do it in the right way. Half time I stick my foot in my mouth. And, ladies, we have to learn too. We have to learn how to adjust when the right person does come along, because you can end up losing the right person over your own mouth, over things that you say and things that you do and the way that you are, because you think you're too tough. You have to know when you need to be independent and strong, and put that persona on of, let's just get this done. And you have to know when you can be vulnerable and when you can be in the presence of the right person, and you can let your guard down, and you have to take those moments. But you'll feel it and you'll know it. And I just pray for everybody who's a single mom, who's a single woman, who's a single man too, looking for a strong, independent woman. And it's hard for you out there, because these women push you away. They don't let you come in and do what you have to do. But I would just say patience is key, communication is key. Learn each other, learn what each other needs, and you know, give it time. It's not just going to happen overnight. A person shouldn't be dealing with things that are toxic. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying give it time to develop. Make sure that you're not being too quick to just throw it away, because we all need time. We all need time to get to know each other. Two people coming together is like foreign. We don't know, you know, what we've been through. Take time to know each other. Take time to understand each other's circumstances, because I feel like a lot of the things that people do, we do because of what we've been through. So if you don't know what a person's been through, you're automatically judging their actions. Well, if a person is doing something that's irritating you, you're just like, why are you doing that? And if you communicate, that person might say, well, this happened to me, so this is why I do this. And then you're like, oh, okay, get it, understanding. You get some compassion for the person, and they can have some compassion for you, especially in these kinds of situations. We don't need to go telling all of our business, but at the right time with the right person, they need to understand why we are the way that we are, and a little bit of what we've been through. It's really hard to be in a relationship. It's really hard to find a right person for you who's just gonna match and equal your effort. And I'm the type of person who doesn't give up. I love to just be a writer type, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of stupid to say that, but it is. I've been through a lot, and I've stuck around for a lot. And now that I am older and I'm more mature and I understand more about life and more about things, I realize that like maybe I don't want to be that writer anymore as much as I used to be. Although I'll still stick in there if a person is willing, you know, and I feel like there's the potential for growth there, and potential not in the way that they're not doing anything. Like, oh, I just see potential in you, because I used to do that one too. I see potential in the person, and they don't even see it in themselves, and they're not even doing anything, and I'm just seeing all this potential, what they could be, and they're never turning into that person. So good morning. Good morning, my handsome. I'm just at the place where I guess I want a person who's ready and willing to be patient with me. And all the things that I've been through have taught me a lesson. Each and every situation has taught me a lesson, has taught me what I need to know for the future to move forward and to be better in the next situation. So I'm grateful for everything that I've been through, and I hope that you ladies or guys, whoever's watching this video, can learn to love yourself and to be patient with yourself too, because we can't beat ourselves up every time something doesn't work out, or every time somebody tells us, oh, you're too independent, you think you're a dude, and they're just not used to it. But the thing about it is, don't say you want a strong, independent woman if you really don't want that. Just that, everything that comes with, it comes with a lot. And we are the way that we are for a reason. Thank you. It's not your fault. Men, it's not your fault what we've been through. It's really not. But nonetheless, we have been through it, just like you have been through things. And we're going to have to deal with your stuff. So you are going to have to understand and deal with the fact that we're not perfect. So like we're trying to take over your role. We're really not. We really aren't. We are just used to it. That's it. And it took years, months, however long for us to get used to that. So we have to get unused to it. Used to you being there and you wanting to help and you wanting to step in and you wanting to be that man for us. So please be patient with us. That was my spiel. I know it was a lot. Sorry if it was redundant, if I kept saying the same thing over and over again, but I just really felt like I wanted to conversate about that. And I'm getting sick of it, because yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with being strong, independent. I think that it's a great thing to be. And I think that I want to teach my daughters how to be strong and independent and have a happy medium. Like I said, when the right person comes along, you have to learn how to let them break those walls down little by little. But the right person can't force it either. The right person has to have patience and understanding and just know that you are who you are and accept you for who you are and accept you in the process of learning. But like I said, ladies, we do have to learn. We have to learn our lessons. We have to learn that we can't be this way with everybody, and when the right person comes around, you go ahead and little by little, when you feel it, you let your guard down. You start allowing that person in. Not too soon, of course, but I think we all know when we know. It seems like I'm doing more of these videos than my beauty videos, but this is more than I've done in a while. I've just been super busy. I just had a lot going on. Like I said, every day is a new lesson to be learned, and I just want to learn my lessons. I want to take the good with the bad. And you know, if you have been in a situation where you've been left because of you're too independent, just chalk it up to that wasn't the right time, the right person, whatever. Don't let that distract you from being who you are, and do not let that make you be a weaker woman because some man told you that you're too strong, because that's not right. And I'm not bashing, but I feel like a strong man will be able to deal with a strong woman. Men who have inferiority issues, they want to be the one in charge. They want to be the one who does things, and they kind of have that old way of thinking. The woman stays home, cleans, cooks, and the man gets to do everything. And there is people who are still like that. I know it's 2020, but it's the truth. There is men who are just like, I don't want my woman doing this, that. That's hurtful for a woman, because like we just deal with the punches that we were thrown. It's hard when a person leaves your life because of situations like that, where I'm too strong and independent. It's just weird. I don't know. It's crazy. I am going to let you guys go. I'm going to finish getting ready. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm praying for you. Blessings to you and yours. I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.